Alright everyone, this is GeoWill from Productions², and we're back to do a pretty short stream, maybe just 15-20 minutes. Just kind of go over the changes we did last night and to see if they work. And then later on today, when I get back from work, we'll do a longer stream for this. Alright, we actually weren't done with this window quite yet. So where did let's see, where did we leave off at? So, change text color for the refine and durability. Draw the lines, traits parameters, change text color to green. Right, so I decided that we're just going to have to print these out all in green, because it's, the way the labels for the parameters are drawn is different than the traits, which we can do piecemeal. Now, let's see. Okay. For traits, we have two, let's see, D traits and B traits. Base traits and donor traits. So, I'm going to go through the new traits, which would be the donor traits. So, D traits, DTID. So we'll change these, make sure that the new traits actually have values. So B trait exists in B traits, and that'll be BTID. So anywhere where we have TID or traits, we need to change that to B traits and BTID. So this is if they exist. So if they exist, what we want to do is want to display this, want to display that, and want the sign, which will be so if it exists, it's okay, so we are getting the sign. So what we want to do is we want to and here do a times 0.15. And that's going to be changing to D traits instead of new traits. And BTID, or DTID. Instead of NTID. Then this part's going to go to traits and BTID. Okay. Then this last one here, we also want to do that same thing. Take the 15% of it. Alright, now draw, do the drawing. That shouldn't have to change. Now if it doesn't exist, we're going the other way, so grab D traits, and we're going to pull that information and then change this to DTID. And then this will be times 30%. And that should do it, actually. Save it and run it and see what kind of errors we get. Alright, so no malformed code, that's good. Okay, so actually wait, let's go back a second. So we're gonna need two weapons. We're gonna need two since the oh crap. It's the swords don't have don't have a tag on them, note tag. These won't work in the system right now, so we have to use Katana's Darkness. So I'm just gonna refine. Can't read property height of undefined. Really? What line is that on? On weapon level book K485. What's going on? Why did that fail? 45, 45, 45, 485. There's gold window. Oh, did I not uncomment the... Yeah, I didn't. Okay. Back when I thought maybe the gold window was the problem. I'm not sure really what the issue is. Because the other windows, when we open up, well, yeah, we open up the gold window with the level window and it closes properly. It's just, it's something with the action window. I think that's all we need to comment. It's just something with the action, between the action window and the refine window, and we'll see what happens with the other things we're creating as well. Alright, two groups of weapons. A bunch of experience. Well, we actually need a bunch of gold, not the experience. That should be enough. Alright, level this up. So we're gonna refine both these katanas up to level, up to refine 1. And then we're gonna try and synthesize them. Ah. Okay, refine. That's interesting. If you look at this window is still open. This is the one from before. If you look at it, it's closing, but it's stuck open there. Again, that's why I thought maybe it had something to do with that window, because that also gets stuck open and doesn't get redrawn properly at that point. But it does in other places. Alright, so let's refine this one. Alright, so I got them both refined now. We should be able to see the... this synth info is not a function. Damn. What has happened to you? 892 this time. So that's in the refresh rate. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Unless I change the name on it or something. Ref info. Synth info 1, that's right. Oh, it's called synth info. Damn it. It's like, forgot that I changed that. Okay. Let's see, new game. 4 weapons and a bunch of gold. Should be more than enough. Alright. And this process again. I guess I could just, like, write some code to, like, set the weapon level to whatever. Not to do this every time, but that's more towards what we'll be doing later on, is figuring out what kinds of plugin parameters this thing should have, and then what features, dealing with the features that might arise out of that. Like, for example, item costs for synthesizing or refining. Turning various systems on and off, which is going to be a pain. Okay. Okay, so both are at ref level 1, so we can see this one, and gold form is undefined. Awesome. What is that? 19? No, it's 2405. 2405. What is there? That's something to do with the. So, what's it saying? That says gold form of undefined. So, wep should be base wep. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Actually, that should be times, shouldn't it? That should be times. Well, it should be gold cost plus. I'm missing a step here. This to underscore gold cost. This one should be times. Really, this should have a space on it. As should this. Okay, then we probably will need another. Yeah, another one of these. Okay. So that'll fix that to actually work the way that we want it to. Now, what else? Get weapon. This to underscore base weapon. Oh, base weapon. Right, base weapon. What other things do we need to change? Maybe. Ah, crap. So we don't need to actually worry about experience. I'm gonna get rid of this line. Plus it was just Y. Index Y. Any other mentions of weapon anywhere that we need to change? This gold cost, gold. And this should all be correct. Okay. So now when we're calling this, are we actually passing through two weapons? I think we are. So create synth window. So this weapon's actually no, we're not. So we're passing through the stat wind weapon, which is the actually, yes, we are. We're setting it in the weapon donor list. Where is that? On select or something. Yeah, here. No. This selected donor weapon. Yeah, on select. Set selected donor weapon. This dot status window. We're passing through as the status window to this. The well, no, that's the status window. So interesting. So okay, now we're setting this. Okay, I know what we do for this because we actually have a new added a new parameter. So we need to just say this to underscore wep stat wind dot get donor. Get selected donor. I just say get donor weapon. So I think there should be one there. Set donor weapon. Nope, there isn't one actually. I wonder where that came from then. Up there. So that's from the, okay, that's from the donor weapon list. Get selected. I guess we can use that then. Oh, wait, too far down. Or far up. I guess we could use that. So... Wep donor list wind. Get selected donor weapon. Okay. We'll try and run this again, and then that'll be the stream for now. The rectangles don't reach across the entire length of the window now. Not sure if I like it that way or not. Well, it's always been that way, actually, kind of. Yeah, I guess it's always that way. Okay, refine. And go to this one, level up. Obviously, since these weapons are the same weapons, they'll have the same stuff, so nothing new will be added. We'll have to add a new weapon, or maybe add a tag to the sword weapon to actually test that. Alright, so both are refined, synthesize, select this, and no, still can't read property gold form. Okay, well, we'll have to work on that later tonight. So, thanks for watching the stream so far, and we'll see you later.